Sloth. Up to this point, Pastor Mike, going through the 7 deadly sins, I've pretty much failed every one of them. And my pride kind of saw myself as not a slothful person. So I don't know why when Pastor Mike asked for a volunteer to do a testimony on the final 3, that sloth seemed to just jump off the page at me. So I looked at it and thinking out loud, I asked Pastor Mike if I was to do sloth, how soon would he need my testimony? And he replied by saying, I've got you penciled in for May 19th. So again, thinking out loud, I mentioned to Pastor Mike, well, I'm retired, and so there's a lot of opportunities for being slothful, so maybe I could kind of lean toward that. Then Pastor Mike replied that slothfulness isn't always about being lazy. He said that a slothful person can be someone who wants something that he hasn't earned. And I thought to myself, you mean like entitlements? And he says, yes, like entitlements. And I thought, wow. I thought back a couple of months when I was out on my PC, going to my email page, and got sidetracked by an article. The headline just seemed to jump out at me. I'm a slightly ADD, and well, Patty would probably say I'm very ADD, but this article, the headline read, "Are the baby boomers stealing our future?" And I thought to myself, wow. I was a little angry at first because the headline was a little divisive. Are the baby boomers stealing our future? And then again, it was accusing me as a thief, like all the other baby boomers. So I had to read the article, and it was the typical article about Social Security, the demise of Social Security unless something is done like raising more taxes or eliminating some of the benefits. And it kind of bothered me. But what really bothered me were the comments that followed the article. Many of the comments were very hateful toward the people that are retired. And so I thought, well, I'll set the world straight. So I sent out a comment of my own. And first of all, I can't remember what all I said, but what I do remember is I asked the writer of the article if she knew the definition for stealing, and then I chastised the writers of the hateful comments and for saying mean things about their parents and their grandparents. But really, after I did some studying on this entitlement, what I was really feeling was resentment for anyone wanting to take away or to change something that I felt I already had, my entitlements, my Social Security, my benefits. Proverbs 19:24 speaks of the sluggard who forces his hand into his bowl of food, but then doesn't withdraw it. He wants something, but he expects someone else to give it to him. That's entitlement, and I was guilty of that. Looking back, God has always met my needs, and I can trust Him with or without my retirement benefits to continue to meet my needs. Really, the only thing I'm entitled to is God's holy judgment. He never promised me a retirement. He never promised me retirement benefits. This is grace, and I should be thankful for that.